Hey there, it's Vicki Marie. I want to welcome you to my channel today and welcome back if you're returning. I am so happy that you're here. I am going to do a tag video today. I was tagged by NONNAGRACE to do the small YouTubers tag. There's 7 questions I'm going to be answering on today's video, and then I will be tagging 3 people plus. That's all I'll say for now. But I wanted to start my video with a quick clip of me attempting to make a snack that I learned from NONNAGRACE. She had a video just the other day, and I will link that in my description. And hers looked so good, I just had to try it. Mine did not look as good, so this was kind of a flop. But I have to say it tastes good, so go over and learn how to do it properly on NONNAGRACE's channel. I was tagged in this small YouTubers tag. There's 7 questions. I was tagged by NONNAGRACE. NONNAGRACE, thank you so much for tagging me today. I did start the channel out with the video out with a little clip from something I'd seen on NONNAGRACE's channel. She had made that really yummy snack, and I actually had that kind of mid-morning for my snack this morning, and it was so good. Did not look as good as hers though. I don't think I did it right. I'm gonna go watch her video again and try it again, but it was really good. So I encourage you, if you are looking at healthy snacks, give it a shot. I'm going to leave that a link to her video in my description today. So let me get into today's the questions. I'm going to try to go really quick, and then I will be tagging 3 people here at the end. I believe 3, no 4. I think no 3. No 4. Okay. So, all right. So question number 1, what made you start what made you want to start your channel? So I had basically retired from my business. I had a home business, kind of consulting and doing a number of things. And I was also, I just did a lot of volunteering. I volunteered in on a board for my profession. I also volunteered in politics and civil community, and then the kids schools. So they moved out. I became an empty nester. I retired my business at the same time, really committed myself to getting over some health issues that I needed to deal with, blood pressure and such. So, and we thought John was going to be retiring in a few years. So the plan was for me to just sort of back down, retire, and then he would be joining. He's working a few more years than we had actually thought. So it's okay though. He liked his job, and I needed something. I just needed a creative outlet. I do work part-time doing freelance work, but I needed a creative outlet. And I was actually, I'm going to kind of answer another question now about who inspires me, what content creators inspire me. So this is going to be kind of answering that upcoming question. But I was watching YouTube one day, and I came across Lori Fluffy. It was Lori Fluffy Nomo at the time, but she has changed her channel to Lori FNM Lifestyle. And I was watching her do Vlogmas. I had no clue what that was, but she did an invitation the last day of October, sort of said, hey, if you guys are wanting to do a vlog, if you've been thinking about doing it, do it. You know, she encouraged us to do it, and she said, let me know. So I did. The very next day, I think it was the very next day or the day after, I started my vlog, and I had no clue what I was doing. No clue. I still I kept waking up at night going, what am I doing? And I think my family thought I was nuts, but it was really an awesome thing. I'm so happy I did it. And so Lori, really, I can honestly say she was the biggest inspiration for me. And, but yeah, I just needed my own place here on the internet. Or just not even on the internet, but just my own space to create. And, so that's why I started it. And then, what is the video that you're most proud of? That would be my very first video. Not because it's good, because it's not, it's horrible, but I did it. And so I'm most proud that I was actually able to jump on and do a video. And that's the one I'm most proud of. So question number 3, do you struggle with social media? I do not struggle with social media, but I have set some boundaries. I used to be on all of the social medias, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of them, because I had to for a lot of the things I was doing. I had my personal account, but then I was also part of a lot of different groups. So when I decided to retire my business and sort of step back from my practice and all of that, I actually stepped way back from social media. I needed to reset, and I needed to put some time into my self-care, and I knew that I needed the privacy to do that. I needed the boundaries to do it. So I don't struggle with social media, but I have boundaries up. If I were trying to do all the social medias right now, I probably would struggle. So I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, and that's it right now, but I'm very seldom on. Like, I very seldom post or log in and read post. I mainly use it as a way of messaging fellow content creators or friends and family, particularly like my nephews and my nieces and those young kids, because that's where they're all at. Other than that, though, I just don't get on very often. YouTube's the only channel, the only social media where I'm actually on here every day and pretty much trying to read my comments and responding almost every day. I sometimes don't do it every day, but I do try to stay caught up on my comments. I love hearing from you guys. So, yep, that's that answer. And what content creators inspires you the most? Okay, well, I just said Lori F&M Lifestyle. I can honestly say she was the inspiration for my channel, and I'm not exaggerating because I hardly ever watched. I wasn't really into a lot of YouTubers and that kind of thing. Now I'm gonna. I would agree with what she has said, and I've heard NONNAGRACE say. I think that for me, watching you guys, I mean, you guys inspire me. All of you who, you know who you are. You're the ones I'm over watching, and I'm watching you go through your day and sharing the things that you're doing through your day, your craft work or your stories that you're telling. I get, my life has changed so much from just being a part of YouTube, because I feel like you invite me into your homes. I go into your homes and I learn stuff. I learn how to organize my kitchen cupboard. I learn how to, I also live vicariously through you sometimes because I do not have a farm. NONNAGRACE has the best setup, like the most amazing setup. I love her house. I love her chickens. She's got a great setup. And I mean, I've always dreamt of having a house like that with a wraparound porch. And so I go over to NONNAGRACE's channel and I live vicariously through you, NONNAGRACE. John has told me I would never make a good farm girl. I was raised, I spent a lot of time on a farm growing up. I beg to differ, but he's probably right. I can't tell you how much joy I get from listening to the chickens and watching them. I do. I used to feed little chickens. I just remember I have so many great memories of a farm when I was growing up, and I miss it, and I still have this sort of dream there. But anyway, okay. So what frustrates you more about other people's channels? I'm going to say I don't get frustrated with other people's channels because it's my choice to watch or not watch. And everyone does something different on their channel. So, you know, like I'll go to some people's channels and they share certain things, and, you know, like sometimes they're not real personable. They're just sharing how-tos or things like that. Well, that's the type of channel it is. And it's, you know, so like it just depends on what their big why is of having a YouTube channel. Some people want to grow real big and have a big channel. Some people like me are sort of vloggers and we're sharing our life and we put ourselves out there. And I can't really get frustrated with another person's channel. I just can't, because it's my choice to watch or not. And if I watch, there's something about the channel that I appreciate. So that's my answer to that. And then what frustrates you most about your channel? Well, I think with my channel, I can't say I really get frustrated with anything. I enjoy being here. I enjoy creating content. And if I ever stop enjoying it, I probably won't do it because I'm not, you know, like it's not really a side gig for me. I'm not against making a few bucks on the side, and I have included some like affiliate links and things like that in my description. But honestly, I pay for Epidemic Sound every month. There's some cost that, you know, to having a channel, and but I see it as my hobby. There's a cost to every hobby. If I knitted or crocheted, as a lot of you guys know, or quilted, I would be spending money on that hobby. So, and I have friends who have those hobbies, and my neighbors and friends, and I know that they spend a lot of money sometimes. So yeah, I have no frustrations with my channel. I will grow slowly, and that's okay with me. And I don't have any frustrations. Now with life, yes. With the world, sometimes yes, but not here. So, and then lastly, what motivates you to make content? Life. I mean, just the connection that we have here, the community that we've built together. That is what motivates me. I heard Nonna Grace say that it's one of the things that everybody needs, something to get them out of bed. And I agree with that. It's like, I don't have kids at home anymore. I don't have this, I had a pretty big job that defined me, like really in a lot of ways defined who I was. And then when I retired all of that, I lost that sense of identity, and I had to sort of like dig deep and go, who are you? You're the lady that goes to the store and does the shopping hauls, y'all. And like that kind of stuff. Like, who am I? And that journey is what inspires me. And then getting on and watching you guys with your journey, I just feel like the community and how we share with each other, that's what inspires me to make content. So, all right, guys, so that's all the questions, and I do want to I want to tag 4 people really quick. First of all, I want to tag Gina Loves to Craft. So Gina, now all of you guys who I'm going to tag here, if you don't want to do the tag, I understand, because some people have very like specific content that they do so that they can grow their channel, and they don't want to really change those algorithms. So I totally get it. So but I want to, Gina, if you want to do it, you are an inspiration to me, and you have this voice. Whenever I hear you because you're very seldom, I don't know if you're ever really on the video, but you're always, your voice is, and you're always showing the different things that you get. And Gina's a crafter, obviously, from her title of her channel. You have this voice that I always feel like there's a smile in there, and it just makes me feel good just to connect with you. So I'm going to tag you. I would love to hear your YouTube story, and you might have shared it before, but I'd love to hear it again. And then I'm going to tag Creating My Best Life. Now, she's a new YouTuber. I think you've only got a few videos out, and I heard her the other day. I watched the first video of her on her channel, and I'm like, I relate to her so much. She has 2 grown daughters. She's a newly empty nester, and she's now taking time for herself rather than taking care of everybody else. She did that for years, and that's my story. So I would love to hear you do this tag if you want to. If you don't, that's okay, but I would love to hear your answers. And then I'm going to tag David Does Stuff. And so David, again, I know you have David has several, he has a couple of channels, and his wife's on YouTube too, and they're doing really well with their channels, and they seem to know how to do YouTube and grow and all of that. But I know David, on your David Does Stuff, is sort of where you just sort of share stuff. So I would love to hear your answers. And hey, if Sherry, if you're watching and you would like to do this as well, I'd love to hear yours too. I know your channels are more specific, so I don't want to mess up your algorithms. Okay. But I would love to hear both of you. Whoever wants to do it, I would love to hear you guys. And then Andrea's Life, she's been on YouTube a while. She vlogs like I do, and she just talks about her life. And I love the way she shares, and she's just so honest and so genuine. And that's what I love about her. And she's cultured too. She's very intelligent, and her and I are like, there's a lot of things she'll share, like her music background and techie stuff, like sci-fi kind of stuff. Some of that stuff I'm like, yeah, I'm not a gamer, and certain things that I don't relate to, but there's a lot of things that she says and I just really relate to her. So Andrea's Life, I'm going to tag you, Andrea, and those are the 4 people that I'm tagging. And again, if you guys don't want to do the tag, don't feel any pressure, but I'd love to see you step up and do it because I want to hear your answers too. So, all right, guys, and anybody else, if I didn't tag you and you want to do this, let me know in the comments and consider yourself tagged, okay? Because sometimes when you're starting out, doing these tag videos is just a fun way to meet other YouTubers. And I love supporting brand new YouTubers because that's what Lori did for me. Honestly, if Lori had not done that, I would never have had the courage to get here on starting a channel. There is just no way. So if you've been thinking about starting a channel, this is your invitation. Start your channel. Let me know in the comments, and I will come over and I will support you. And then you'll get to meet other YouTubers in doing this this tag too. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you're doing well. Take good care out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Wanna see you smile. Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire?